Good. Okay. My name is Captain Jack Tashner. Last name is spelled Taschner. At this time, we'll give a brief statement and will not be available for any questions. On January 23rd, 2024, at approximately 1:36 a.m., the Appleton Police Department was sent to the Maritime Tavern located at 336 West Wisconsin Avenue for a weapons-involved complaint. An initial responding officer subsequently fired his duty weapon, and a suspect was transported to a local hospital. Pursuant to Wisconsin law, the Wisconsin Department of Justice, Department of Criminal Investigations, is taking over the investigation. The Appleton police officer involved was not injured. At this time, we will not be able to provide any additional information. We will provide further statement through DCI as time permits.
Are you able to say if the suspect is a male or female?
At this time, because it's been turned over, we really can't go into any information.
And then do you have any message for folks who live in the neighborhood right now who might be a little scared seeing all those police lights outside their house?
Yeah, at this time, this is an isolated incident, and that's why Department of Criminal Investigations is in here to investigate this. There is no security for those around that we're worried about.
And then the road's blocked off. Any information about that for folks commuting this morning?
Yeah, at this time we should, avoid the area. Wisconsin Ave is passable, but Clark Street and Division Street are both blocked at this time.
And you mentioned Maritime Tavern. Any information about if it was inside, outside?
At this time, I really can't get into that because that'll be part of the investigation that is being covered by a different agency.
And then any other information about the weapons involved complaint? How many weapons, what type of weapon?
Yeah, at this time, because it's been turned over to them until they get all the details, this is really early in the investigation. Until they can get into those interviews and speak with not only the officers involved, but people that were witnesses, we don't have any further statement on that.
Any timeline for when you think that intersection might open up?
No, I don't have a timeline for that yet because it comes down to evidence collection and whatever else. So at this time, I would say definitely for the morning commute, try to avoid north and southbound Division Street, north and southbound Clark Street.
And then anything you can offer about how that suspect is doing right now?
At this time, I can't speak on that. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. So we just got information from Appleton Police. As you saw, they're live this morning. We have our Emily Roberts reporting on the scene. She's also doing live reports for Action 2 News this morning if you want to turn on the television. But if this is easier for you, we'll just give you a quick run through of this breaking news this morning. Appleton Police say a suspect was injured after officers fired a gun early this morning, this Tuesday morning. So they're saying they were called to the Maritime Tavern. It's on West Wisconsin Avenue, which is Highway 96 there in Appleton, just after 1:30 this morning for that weapons complaint. Just reiterating what this officer mentioned this morning in case you missed it. So police say the officer fired his weapon and a suspect was hurt and then taken to a local hospital. Or Emily Roberts, she asked during that press conference if they know anything about how that suspect is doing this morning. He said he could not speak to that just yet. There are a lot of questions this morning that we're still working to hear about. So the officer was not hurt. We also know that, but we don't know yet what the circumstances were that led to this overnight officer-involved shooting, and we don't know what led to the officer ultimately firing his gun. So again, lots of questions this morning. The Wisconsin Department of Justice, Department of Criminal Investigation, they are taking over this, is what we also know. State law does require, as you might know, an outside agency to investigate these shootings that involve officers, so that is the next step in all of this. Definitely a developing story that we're following this morning. If you have any questions, go ahead and post those in the Facebook page. We'll work to answer some of those questions for you, but obviously this just happened overnight, just 4 hours ago or so. We got that report. We were seeing it on 511 Wisconsin. We saw that the highway was closed, and we immediately got everybody going so that we could figure out what was going on. So once again, that road is closed, by the way, and I know for a fact because I live not too far away, that is a very, very busy area. It is on Highway 96. Again, that Maritime Tavern, I don't know if you guys know where that's at, West Wisconsin Avenue, closed between North Division Street and Clark Street, so that is blocked off. Just watch Action 2 News this morning for the latest. I just wanted to give you a quick run through of what we know and what we don't know yet so far. So we'll keep everybody posted throughout the morning, definitely keeping our reporters on this throughout the morning and throughout the day to figure out what led to this suspect who was injured after the officer fired their weapon. But I've got to go back upstairs to do First Alert Safety and keep you guys updated on what's going on there. Tammy and Emerson are covering that, and Steve's got the weather, and Catherine's got traffic reports this morning, including keeping tabs on this road closure as well. So we will keep everybody posted, but have a good morning, and stay tuned on WBOI.com as well as on air for any updates.